Ariel Christine's dad, Bruce, went to the Summerlands in 1996. And Ariel was just wondering, Ariel I think, I was wondering whether he's got a message, whether Dad's got a message for her there. So we'll use these mediumship cards here. And as we shuffle them, we just simply, as we shuffle, Spirit manipulates them. In this particular case, of course, it'll be Bruce's spirit, won't it? So Spirit of Bruce, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Bruce, through these cards and move among us. Have you got a message there for Ariel, Ariel or Ariel? I think it's Ariel, isn't it? Your daughter there, Bruce. You know who she is anyway. We're just asking for guidance and insight here, or anything, you know, if you can offer any guidance, or if you can just offer any insight into anything else, or whatever. Just a quick something there. The Spirit of Bruce, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Bruce, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Bruce, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Bruce, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Bruce and your divine presence. And where the deck splits there, where the deck splits is where it's thought to be at its strongest point, or most energetic point. We'll just place Bruce's message there. And just before we start, I want to thank you, Bruce, for your time. I want to thank you for your energy. I want to thank you for your love and the message there that you've brought for your daughter Ariel. So let's see what's going on. I normally, whatever normal is, deal out 3 cards initially, I suppose you could say, beginning, middle and end of message. Sometimes you feel as though maybe there's another one coming or whatever. Well, we'll see how it goes. I always try and do an odd number. So it's either 3, 5 or 7 or something like that. Let's see though what the first thing is that that Bruce wants to say. This will be the first card, won't it, here? So we'll just flip that nice and slowly, not to disturb the energy, just out of respect. And straight away, Luke, we've got something a bit, maybe it's not as if you didn't already know. He's just saying, I have become one of your guides. So that's confirmation for if you were wondering, or if there's been talk or whatever, I don't know. But he's just saying, I have become one of your guides. Maybe he said when he was here that, you know, I'll always watch over you, wherever I am, dead or alive, or, well, we're always alive, but it's just a metaphor, isn't it, just to say Dad. He gives the illusion as though they're dead, because they're not there, but of course they're there in spirit, aren't they? Just in a different form. I always think of it as the car breaking down and the driver has to get out. There's nothing wrong with the driver, it's just the car's broke down, and that's just it. So there you go. But in this particular case, I've become one of your guides. So all you got to do is reach out to me, and you can find a bit of solace there, a bit of guidance. So I suppose there's nothing like praying to the main man himself. There's the Bruce. So pray to him in your mind, and if you can do that with telepathy, I always think telepathy is like praying to the living, which I suppose this is a way you pray to the living who aren't there in the flesh anymore. And let's just see what this next card is here. He's just saying, I wish I'd told you more often how much I love you. Ariella, I know you knew. You know, it's unconditional, and I know you knew, but I think it would have been nice if I had just said it a bit more often. I suppose there's a tinge of a bit of regret there, isn't it? Really, but Nevertheless, I suppose you've said it, as if we didn't know, but as if he's saying, yes, I did know myself. I did know. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't opening my mouth enough, but you knew anyway. As if he's got like a smile on his face saying, but you knew, didn't you, really? But nevertheless, it's just he just said I'm standing right next to you, so I'm making it up to you there, or maybe there's no need to say anything there because I'm already there. But I'm standing right next to you. I'm sort of sensing over you, maybe your right shoulder or something, maybe, I don't know. It could be probably your left shoulder, no doubt. Maybe I don't know. But either way, arms as I said over the right shoulder. There's a presence, but maybe that's just me. But either way, I'm standing right next to you. I've become one of your guides. Yeah, I wish I'd told you a bit more often how much I love you. Wish I'd told you a bit more. But nevertheless, fear not. I'm standing right next to you now. And because I'm one of your guides, so I've got to be standing right next to you. As if he's saying, well, of course I've got me bloody there. I'm one of the guides, aren't I? So it's my job, if you get what I mean. So ask stupid questions. I suppose you get daft answers, don't you? Let's just, I want just a couple more here. We'll just see what else is going on. There's no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. So if you're wondering, like, you know, I never had time to say goodbye, or never had time to say sorry, or whatever. I never had time just to say how much I love you, or whatever. Anything, either way, that doesn't matter because there's no time. You don't need that time anymore. It's a commodity that we only have to use here in the three-dimensional world. So that's really not having enough time to say goodbye. Well, of course, in the physical world, of course, but now I'm in the spiritual world. You don't need that time. You don't need time to say sorry, goodbye, or utter any regrets. Okay, I've done it myself, as he's saying. Okay, I've done it myself, but I'm just doing that because I'm having to communicate to you in the physical world. But really, okay. Let's just pull another one just to see what this other one is. And he's just saying there, the earth is our school. The earth, as if he's not so much just saying the earth is our school, but he's saying the earth is our school, not where I am now or whatever, not the Summerlands. The earth is our school. It's the earth that's our school, because he's saying in that sort of context, and so you don't have to worry about time or the Summerlands or whatever. That's just where I am now and where we'll all be. But to try and delay the inevitable, of course, I suppose. But meanwhile, in the interim, I've become one of your guides. Yeah, I wish I'd told you a bit more often how much I love you, but don't worry because I'm standing right next to you anyway. Time is, you know, isn't that important to some degree because time is only on the earth. There's no time where I am anyway, so you don't have to worry about having the time to say goodbye or say sorry or worry, because when we're in the Summerlands, we just are. We're there. It's all now, isn't it? I suppose to some degree. When is now? It's a good question, isn't it, Bruce? But of course, just to top that, the earth is our school, so we remember that. As if it's to say, well, yes, I suppose there's karma in the divine retribution sense. We'll live and learn, but we do it on earth. A lot of people say hell is on earth, don't they? There's no heaven and hell. It's hell is on earth. It's a similar sort of thing to that. It's saying just focus on the here and now and learn as much as you can before we're all over there, as you'd say. But I've become one of your guides, so you've got a bit of a helping hand. You can cheat a bit. You've got a bit of a helping hand there, and it's somebody you know. So you can't get better than that, can you, Bruce? Really. So with that, I want to thank you for your message, Bruce. I want to thank you for your time and your energy, and we'll just gather you have respect there. we'll just gather your message up and just pop it back there. And until maybe next time, we just say, love as the law, love as the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part. And merry may we meet again. And we place the rest of the deck on top of Bruce's message, just to lay Bruce back to rest. If he hasn't got his work cut out already as Ariel's guide, but nevertheless, we can just put our feet up just slightly, just for a few minutes, while we just, as respect there, just close the setting now. Maybe we could visualise the door wide open with light, and then just imagine the door is closing, visualise the door closing and the light going out as the wood gets put in the hole. And that's another way you can close. Just a thing there. But other than that, just for now, blessed be to Bruce and all absent friends.